Hey, hi. So, in this series of feminine energy, this is my second video. I'm actually talking about feminine traits. In the last video, I had questioned about whether feminine energy is actually linked to gender, right? And we did conclude that it is not so, and that's good to know, right? So, whether male or female, one thing that we need is essential is that we need to activate our feminine energy. So I'm going to be talking about 6 ways to understand what are those feminine traits which will help you to be more in touch with yourself and therefore you feel more real with life, right? So the first one is reflection. In fact, reflection as a quality itself is in some sense feminine, in the sense we are so busy with our life that we rarely take time to listen to what's going on inside us. So if we are always acting in an extroverted way, it creates schism within. So we lose touch with our deeper selves, and that's why it's important to deeply reflect. And you can take help for that, either therapy or coaching sessions, where you can start understanding yourself better for you to take those steps and to first of all understand which is it that you're dominant as a person, feminine traits or masculine traits, and take steps accordingly. The second one is nature can help. Nature itself is actually made in a way characterized as either masculine or feminine, depending upon their overarching characteristics, right? So places like, for suppose you feel, after having reflected that you lack the feminine traits, actually just going to a forest or a jungle or park can just get you in touch with feminine energy, because all these things are abundant with natural feminine energy. The third thing is to get creative. Creativity is a sign of feminism. The feminine is the creative force. So femininity historically described women, and of course many women have bodies that are designed to create life, but creation can occur in many ways. You can create in terms of an artistic expression, painting, dance, music, or simple mixing of music that the DJs do. Envision that what you want to create, right? So anything that expresses your flow is considered as feminine. So these are the first 3. Let us move to the next 3, right? Hone your emotional expressions, because masculinity is definitely defined with logic. The more you're able to express yourself emotionally, you then are actually enhancing your feminine trait. So we all have emotional self, but many of us haven't been taught how to understand our feelings. So it's important to understand what is it that we are going through, and accordingly express yourself so that you become more attuned to yourself. So as you get to know your feeling states, you automatically begin to feel more whole. The 5th one is value spontaneity and play, because one of the characteristics of feminine traits is spontaneity and play. So let's be honest, we don't value vacation, connection, downtime or rest as much as we should. We plan for it and we only do that once in a during summers, or once in a year, or once in 2 years, whatever it may be, or maybe twice a year. But then you start making it like a practice on a day-to-day basis. Too many of us wait until our vacation to feel relaxed and playful again. So don't wait that long. You can have mini vacations. You prioritize your downtime, listen to music, do yoga, okay, and simply enjoy the moment. That itself can be the enhancing your feminine trait. Lastly, force yourself to transform. Some of us think of the feminine as being quiet and regenerating, but that's only half the story. Feminine energy is bold as well. It's the adventure that you get into also, which is feminine. It's the force of transformation, especially when things are not going very well in your life. It is with the help of feminine energy that you can create and transform. It may seem really scary, it may seem that it's not going to happen, and that's when feminine energy is the one that actually takes over. This can be dramatic. Destruction comes before creation, right? We must say goodbye to the old to welcome the new. So implement these practices and the feminine will bring you back to life. If you're wanting to get spiritual with it, consider exploring your connection with the divine feminine. But if you even take 1, 2, 3 or any of these, in terms of trying to implement it in your life, you will see a transformation in your feminine traits, which is essential for leadership. Thank you for watching, and do not forget to subscribe, share, like and comment. Look for the next video on feminine energy. Thank you.